Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, welcome to episode 65 of the Dude Podcast. This is our NFL episode. We're talking Anthony Richardson going yard, and
Yeah.
more draft news with Will Levis. So let's get right into it. We always start off with recent signings, free agency. Probably the biggest signing of this week was Calais Campbell, signs with the
Yeah.
Falcons. I'm not sure if he forgot if they have Desmond Ritter and freaking Tyler Heineke.
Yeah. Taylor
But
Heineke. Come on.
excuse me. Um, yeah. So the that defense, Calais Campbell is kind of on the. He's probably got a couple years left before he's done.
Yeah.
But that Falcons defense should be legit.
Yeah. It's just, they're legit. It's just that is the offense going to be able to keep them off the field long enough for them to be able to recover?
And if you're a Falcons fan, you got Drake London, right? You got Kyle Pitts.
Yep.
And that's about it. Am I
Do
missing anybody?
Do they still have Cordero Patterson?
Yes.
Is he still there? I'm trying to think of anybody else.
He's good.
Yeah, he's good. I don't really think there's really anybody else like notable on the offense. Yeah, because they
offensive
went
line
100%.
is like average,
Yeah,
I don't think it's like below or above par.
Yeah, no. And they like 100% are going with Ritter. So it sounds like they're out on Lamar. They're all in on Ritter.
Right.
So
Yep.
yeah, it's but I mean the defense, like Calais Campbell, like I saw the signing, I was like, yeah, that's cool. Like that'll help their defense out a lot. But I just think like I said, like, are they gonna be able to stay off the field?
Right.
So
Next up, Marvin Jones going back to Detroit. He signed with the Jaguars a couple years ago, and wants back in Detroit. I think that's a cool signing.
Yeah.
Fits good in that system. And then Darius Slay re-signs with the Eagles. I know that happened about a week ago, but it was reported that he was almost a Raven.
Yeah.
It was about to sign with the Ravens, and then the Eagles just gave him a no-brainer contract and got him right back.
Yeah, and I remember like when it was all happening, all the Eagles players were like tweeting out like, "What are you guys doing?" Blah blah blah, all this stuff, and I mean it makes sense. Like, obviously they cut him? Did they
Yes.
cut? So they cut him, and then they just like basically just restructured his contract probably, and just said, "All right, we're bringing you back." And when I saw that he was almost a Raven, I was like, "That's shocking to me," because like that right there would have been all about the money.
For sure.
Like no way you go to Baltimore with all this controversy around Lamar thinking like, okay, yeah, we're gonna win a championship, So
well, not really, because you go play with Marlon Humphreys, who's a top 10 corner.
Yeah.
You have a up and coming safety,
Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton. Yeah, that's right.
You'll always have just solid linebacker, D line play. It's just the Ravens' freaking DNA.
Yep.
So you would have really like made that defense legit with Darius Slay, him and Marlon Humphreys together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure like the questions with Lamar played an effect to a point, But,
I think so, yeah.
Okay, still no news on Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be a draft night thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by the way, every reporter keeps coming out and saying news or trade most likely will happen this week. It's like, yeah. Or they say potentially could happen this week. It's like, well, it could potentially happen whenever,
Yeah,
like
exactly. It's like saying like, yeah, this water will potentially freeze when it's really cold outside. Like, yeah, of course. But
basically we have no idea, but
yeah, we're just gonna
tweet something.
Basically, we want to keep Aaron Rodgers' name in the freaking headlines, so we want to freaking tweet about it. But like, I mean, they've been saying this since he came out of his darkness retreat. So ever since I intend to play for the New York Jets on Pat McAfee's show. Um, it's been like, when is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? And yeah, this does. Dude, how that would be sick. Like, I'd be pumped if that happened draft night. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So
No DeAndre Hopkins news either. It looks like Arizona's
nope.
pretty stuck on that second round pick.
Yep.
Um, that could also be a draft night thing, when
Mm-hmm.
things are really going,
Yeah.
but yeah. So also the NFL announced that you can wear the number 0.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I like it. I like it just because I think like the fact that Calvin Ridley's wearing number 0 for the Jags, that's sick.
Yeah.
They were like the first team that came out and like posted a picture. And if like it just makes sense. Like, of course, he's the guy who's gonna come out wearing number 0 after he gets banned for a year for betting on his own team. Um,
Well, I think you bet against their own team.
oh, did he? He probably did. Probably would have been if he's smart. He probably would have bet against his own team. But and then I hear Micah Parsons might switch over to 0, which would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So I like it. I like the move. What about you?
I saw Odell tweeted out like 0's tough. And I
Yeah.
agree. I think 0's tough.
Yeah.
And even if it's like an edge rusher who's 0, I think that's
Yeah.
cool. Uh yeah, wide receivers freaking sweet. Just no quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
I
Just no
I just
quarterbacks.
I
Yeah.
just feel like that'd be weird for a quarterback. He
Yeah.
just
I
it,
mean, number
it's kind of
one's
like Kenny
already
Pickett.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the 8,
Yeah.
eight's
Well, it's
already
just
kind of
kind of like
bad.
his name's Pickett. Like
Yeah.
you make one mistake, you throw one pick,
Hmm.
you're just kind of setting yourself up for that whole
Yeah.
shebang. And I feel like
Yeah.
0 for a quarterback. But I
Yeah.
like
Don't do
it.
it.
I like how the NFL is becoming more. I think they're updating little by little,
Uh-huh.
not being so old school.
I
I like
think
so I like it.
so. I like it, but I also feel like they're kind of becoming like the NBA a little bit. And I kind of hope they don't fully become like the NBA. Where it's like, okay, yeah, whatever the players want, we're gonna let them have it type of thing. Like, there still needs to be some structure, but I do really like the way the direction the league is moving, just because like Roger Goodell just signed a new contract. This was a while back. He signed a new contract to be the commissioner till like 2029 or something like that. And they were like, I don't know. I just like the way it's going. I mean, okay, so speaking of the league, did you see the pictures of the coaches?
Yes,
Did you
yes,
see? So we talked about this. Travis Kelsey trying to name all of them.
yeah,
The
dude,
fact that he didn't even know
so
who
funny.
Zach Taylor was, like Zach Taylor, the coach of like like a rival, not a division rival, but like a rival team. Like, oh, it's so funny, so
And in the
funny.
picture,
But
he doesn't really look like Zach Taylor.
I agree. Yeah.
Like you're used to seeing with the hat on and everything.
Mhm.
So that was
Dude,
pretty funny.
but like he had no idea who like
Yeah.
Arthur Smith was. Like, he had no clue.
Dude,
It's
Kevin
the best.
Stefanski was the funniest. He's like,
Yeah.
no shot that guy coaches in the NFL.
He's like, I've never seen that guy a day in my life. It's so funny. Oh man. And of course he didn't get Gannon or freaking
Yeah.
the Colts new coach. So
Yeah.
it's so funny. But anyways. Yeah, I mean, ultimately,
there's no way I could name all of the coaches.
oh no.
If I saw them, I could name the majority of the teams, but names, no shot. No
Dude,
way.
did you see the way I'm going blank right now. Freaking the Chargers coach, Staley was standing. Did
He
you
was just
see
like
the
in the
way
top left, right? He was just like,
his legs are like directly next to each other, like just his balls aren't breathing at all. Like, it was just so funny. Like, I don't know. Those pictures are always the best because like McCarthy always looks like he's just like, why am I here? Belichick's like, why am I here? But
That's awesome.
anyways, the league's moving in a good direction. I like it.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. Can you hear that?
dude, not really. I
Okay,
just
sweet.
heard like something slightly, and then you just like looked up, but who cares, dude?
Okay.
We're family, man,
Um.
dude.
Okay. So let's get into the main discussion of the episode.
Yep.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Uh, rising up the draft charts. And he had his Florida Pro Day this week, and it was another. I feel like it was just like Zach Wilson 2.0
Mm-hmm.
does, but his the highlight of the Pro Day was him throwing the bomb, and
Yeah.
I don't know if he forgot he was in a dome or what, but he hits like the top of the dome,
The
and
rafters.
course, social media blows up.
Yep.
His goo eyes over Anthony Richardson,
I know.
and can I just say, like, I swear those throws that they show are going to get picked off in the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. It just like, I mean, there was a commentator that was like, last time I checked, but uh the defenders aren't made out of air in the NFL. Like, people are like, dude, like, and like half the throws that these guys throw, like the receivers either like have to like kind of slow
cut back.
down, yeah, slow down and like catch it like really low or whatever. But like, it's like, dude, cool, man, this guy throws a freaking bomb. If he's anything like Zach Wilson, he's gonna just be trying to bag some moms instead of some bombs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So watch if you're a Cardinals fan, that number 3 pick stock just price went
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Um,
100%.
you're going to be looking for like Chicago Bears, draft capital, even the Trey Lance package.
Yeah.
Uh, would it needs to be something around there if they want it. And so I think what I want to get into is which teams do you see trading up for Anthony Richardson?
Um, I would let me look at the draft order. Give me a second. Give me a sec. Let me look at the draft order. Just because I don't want to be dumb and say like somebody who's like already in the top like seven. Um, I initially my mind went to Vegas. Um, just because like I don't really like we'll get into like other quarterbacks, but I mean I could see the Jets trying to trade up if they can't get anything done for Aaron Rodgers from 12 or from 13. Or possibly the Lions, maybe. I just think
Yeah.
like but like me, like you're asking the wrong guy just because I feel like I'm like, dude, I do not want the Seahawks to draft him at 5.
You see the Anthony
Yes.
Richardson selfie with the
Yes.
Seahawks.
Yeah, they've done it with all the top guys, and it kind of scares
Oh
me.
no.
I
He
know.
seems like a Pete Carroll guy.
I know he does. Dude, like they'll take their shirts off like freaking him and DK did. I could see like the
Minnesota,
Buccaneers. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Minnesota, the last 2 years has tried to trade up for a quarterback.
Yeah.
So I can see Minnesota making a run for that.
That'd be a big
Um,
jump from 23. They'd have to give up a lot, I feel like. I mean, why not?
and
Kirk Cousins isn't the answer.
And I think Arizona's open to that. Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Um, who else? Yeah, I maybe Atlanta.
Maybe. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's not that big of a jump. I could see possibly Washington trading up, unless they really think Sam Howell's the answer, which I don't really think they think that, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
I don't. I also think those teams don't want to pay the price to
Hmm.
like
Well, yeah.
right. The teams that are just willing to pay the price, Raiders, they're kind of in win now mode. You
Hmm.
signed a huge contract with Chandler Jones last year.
Yeah.
You trade for Devonte Adams. Um,
Yeah, and that was all to pair him with Derek Carr, and then Derek Carr's not even there. So
yeah, just The only team that really sticks out is the Raiders, and they're at 7. So I think
Yeah.
Arizona would be more likely to work with them.
Yeah, just
I
because
don't think.
sorry, I was just gonna say just yeah, because I mean then the Cardinals could still get a top prospect, So trading all the way back into the 20s is tough because you never know what you're gonna get. But like in the top 7, you could still probably get Jalen Carter at 7. So
Yeah, and you could make an argument that Jared Goff's a top 5 quarterback in the NFC, even a top 10 quarterback in the NFL last year.
yeah,
And so I don't think the Lions are necessarily. Um, I think they're all in on Jared Goff. You know,
I think so too.
I don't think they're looking to make a huge. If someone lands to them, maybe, but I don't think they're willing to like trade up. So,
Yeah, yeah.
oh man, I feel like I can just see Minnesota
Just trying to
pulling
jump.
something out of their butt and just trying to jump and get him. But okay.
Yeah.
I don't see Seattle trading up because it's with
Mm-mm.
Arizona. That's in their own division, so that doesn't make
Yeah, they're not.
sense.
They're not doing that.
But yeah, and in the recent news, Jeremy Fowlers from ESPN reported this week that Will Levis to the Colts is
Yeah.
supposedly an absolute lock,
Yeah, like a done deal.
and Will Levis looks jocked, my
Yeah,
friend.
he does. I don't like it.
Dude, yeah, right. You stared at those pictures for like probably an
Dude,
hour.
his back looked pretty good, dude. But
You were
I
checking
just
him out.
yeah, for sure. He's hot. No, I'm just kidding. That's no. Okay, okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, it's only 8:30.
Yeah, relax.
Relax,
Not
relax.
yeah, sorry. Yeah. But no, dude, I feel like those types of guys, like when's the last time we saw a big jacked dude do super well? Like, I mean, I'm thinking Jalen Hurts is probably like, but I don't feel like I mean, dude, look at like Joe Burrow is not jacked. Like he is not looking like freaking Will Levis. Um, okay, I know this is like super like I got this from Cowherd. Like Cowherd was talking about some executives that he knows around the league. He knows a few guys. Said that they didn't like it. They don't like seeing that. It's more about the look at Big Ben. Look how long he played in the league. He wasn't Jack. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. Like, I mean, look like these guys that play like Aaron Rodgers, he's not jacked by any means. Um, so I just think like, I mean, it's cool. I'm glad he's like in shape and everything. Me personally, I don't love it. Whatever. You
Yeah, the
loving
best
on it?
thing, not really, like, because you're you're banking that he's a Josh Allen,
Yeah.
essentially, right?
Yeah.
A guy who came into the league that was huge, but had a lot of question marks with accuracy and maybe footwork and all that. And I mean, that's a big that's a just a huge risk. You know,
Yeah.
drafting a quarterback overall is already a huge risk. It's such a coin flip, but you know, hoping that his accuracy changes, his footwork changes, and that in you're basing all those risks just because he's freaking jacked. Like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah.
Um, I don't even know if I like the fit in Indy. Like,
I know. I don't even know if I like any fit in Indy, to be completely honest.
yeah, like you have Jonathan Taylor, and then who else? Like your offensive line is crumbling to pieces. Like Quentin Nelson
Yeah.
hasn't been the same the last couple years.
That guy was a
Your
freaking number one, and then he's not been the same.
your wide receiver core is mediocre at best, if
It's
not.
Pittman and the bunch of
Yeah,
nobodies.
and Pittman's great, but I
Mm,
don't know. It like I don't think you're putting Will Levitt like he's already inaccurate and makes
yeah.
kind of poor decisions in big time moments,
Yeah.
and that doesn't fit well in
Yeah.
Indianapolis for me. So
And I mean it's like a plug and play, right? Like in Indy. Like it's whoever's there is starting. Like, I mean, either got him or Sam Ellinger. Like, I mean, that's those are your options if you got Will Levis coming there. So, we already know that. Jim Irsay doesn't believe in fully guaranteed contracts, so it's gonna be tough for them to land Lamar. So I think if Levis is there, if that's like a lock, um, that's tough, man. That's tough. That's gonna be like we're not gonna do anything for a couple of years. So
And side note, like I just don't think Arizona's going to trade the third overall pick.
I think they should keep it, to be completely honest with you.
You have a chance to get Will Anderson or Jalen
Yes.
Carter, whoever you want,
Yeah.
and you're like essentially get the best player in the draft.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
What, like, yeah, you just hired a defensive minded head coach.
Yeah.
Um, you're going to get more picks with DeAndre Hopkins, whether it's whatever it is, you're still going to get
Yeah.
some type of capital for it. I don't see Arizona even trading the third overall pick unless they get some massive haul, which would have to come from like Minnesota,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
team that's really far back that knows that they're going to have to give up a lot to
Yeah.
make it worthwhile.
Yeah, because the Raiders can't give up that much. The Raiders can't give up as much as these other teams. So I think they should hold it. I think they should just take Will Anderson, dude. Just take him.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
he's
know.
gonna be available after the first two. Like first twos are a lock. Like it's CJ and Bryce. It's I mean, we think. But dude, Will Anderson is a beast. They
Yeah,
need somebody
he's
like
super
that.
good.
So
He's super good. Okay, well that is our NFL episode of the week. NFL draft is coming up soon. We have T minus 4 weeks from this coming Thursday will be the draft.
mhm.
Freaking love draft night.
It's the
One of the
best.
best nights to go to sports book.
Yeah.
So fun. If you're a sports bettor, go to a casino on draft night. You'll have an absolute blast.
Yep.
Preferably the Aliante Casino, Boyd Sports. Boyd, if you're hearing this, let us know. We are here for you.
Yeah, we know you're listening.
Yeah, we know
right?
you're listening. So,
Yeah.
Anyways, appreciate you guys. Stay tuned for next week. We'll have some more updates on our next episode. Peace.
Later.